Hey guys, what's up? Spectre here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of a settlement that I've been working on. Now, I love turning settlements into actual cities, so this has just been a sort of project of mine. It's at the Starlight Drive-In, and well, I'll just give you guys a look inside. So this is the main entrance, and you're greeted by a sign reading, "Welcome to Starlight City," playing off the original name. Now, I'm not completely finished at all. There's a lot more decorating to be had in this settlement, but I've just laid down the rudimentary stuff that I have to craft, and then from there on I'll fill it with clutter and a bunch of different stuff. And modding is coming soon, so I'll be able to do that as well. But pretty much it's just this fountain with this seating area to greet you, and these two huge lion statues. But before we go any deeper into the city, we'll start off on this little lane here, which I plan on putting something along the wall here, just to fill up the space. We also have a bunch of advertisements, but I'll get to those in a second. The first spot is the Church of Adam. Now, my favorite storyline in the Far Harbor DLC is that of the Children of Adam, because I feel like it really fleshed them out, and you can kind of see that by the badass armor that I got off of them. But yeah, so I decided to create my own Church of Adam. Again, this is just the most basic layer of decoration. I have a lot more clutter to add, a lot more items to add. But yeah, it's just pretty much pews made out of park benches. Up on this altar in the center, of course, would be a mini nuke, with a bunch of the decorations that you get from Far Harbor, just to fill up the space. Now, I'm going to add a lot more to this, but this is pretty much the beginnings of it. I made the floor sort of this metal mesh so that you can get that really cool glow up from the bottom. I just thought it gave it this cool, eerie, almost sinister look. Followed by this weird altar with, like, I'd imagine in my head that this would be a collection box, because what is religion without some form of extortion? And then we're back out to here. So Tex is our clothing store run by the Vault Tech representative that you come across in the Wasteland. I invited him here. Reds is our armor shop run by one of the people who live here. And the Shooting Star Lounge is actually the building, this building itself. So let's go around here. And let's check it out. We have a bar up top, which is much more casual. Just a regular hangout. Again, still have to decorate a bit here. How you doing, Q-Ball? Alright, down here would be the food area. I have a working stove inside for crafting and stuff like that. And then there's the Shooting Star Lounge, which I pictured just being a warmer space, more intimate, lots of seating, stuff like that, just for people to hang out. The more highbrow crowd, just to hang out down here. Close that. Nobody needs to go in there. It's really plain in there. And then I guess we'll start down Red Row. Now, I'll explain in a second why they're named this. There's two different main streets that go down the sides here. There's Red Row and Blue Lane, and I'll talk about why it's that way in a second. Just our defense outpost here, since we were getting attacked from a lot of death claws from this. And of course, Tex, like I mentioned earlier. Again, no decoration yet, no clutter. I plan on getting like armor, putting it on the shelves, stuff like that, but just the basic layer of decoration here. And there's the Vault-Tec rep. These are just small little apartments for each of the residents who live here. Nobody ever closes their damn door behind them. The Last Shot, our gun store. Again, rudimentary decoration. A body that is just it's just permanent. It's just always in that damn floor. Again, nobody closes their damn door. And the general store, probably the most plain and smallest store that we have here, but yeah. This is our clinic. You can get taken care of, have some bed rest, beautiful artwork to look at. Got a waiting area. And of course, the settler who's running it, and of course another dead body that's clashing into the floor textures, but whatever. Another small little apartment, and here we have the shop, which is our crafting area. I have a chemistry table here, I have an armor table, a weapon table, and I have a bay for your power armor. And we of course have Reds. It's ironic that all her signage is in blue, because we call her Red, or I call her Red anyway, because of the, she's a Ginge. But yeah, so this is the armor shop, which I haven't decorated it at all yet. But I will eventually. It'll happen at some point. And that is pretty much it for Red Row. Have a sign up there that I'm eventually going to use as a billboard, sort of the way that I did on the walls over here, because you can attach neon letters to the front of these, for those who don't know, and you can use them as makeshift billboards. And I'll get to this structure in a second. Oh, because ball is life, even after the Great War, we have the House of Hoops, our elevated and totally enclosed basketball court, which you can use to... Whoa. You know, if you just want to get a game in really quick, you can. Kobe. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I got stuck up there. Anyway. And this is where our guards would stay. I have it set up sort of like a precinct, so we have separate little desks, waiting area, a cell, even though let's ignore the fact that that wall is missing, but yeah, holding cell. And then sort of a hangout area for the guards with different outposts looking over different parts of the city. We usually get attacked by gunners on this side, so this side is pretty useful. And then now we go down Blue Lane. Blue Lane is more the people who work in the field. It's the blue-collar folk. Nice little area for our livestock when we get some in. I have to make a cage to catch them. And this is Paco's Fish Tacos. I just decided to make a fish stand just, you know, to show the whole influence from Far Harbor and stuff like that. Followed by our warehouse, where we have all of this scrap. And the fields. We stretch up this way. Our common commode. Just comfortably use the bathroom by candlelight while this guy watches you. Little creepy. Little sensual at the same time. I don't remember. Oh, this is going to be where I keep a couple of chests and storage for the combatants in the arena, which is, if you haven't guessed it already, that is the huge structure that is in the middle, and that's actually what this place started as. I just wanted to create a huge battle arena, and then I decided to build a city around it. And from time to time, settlers will hang out in here, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why. But we have a gunner cage here, a deathclaw cage here, if I want to pit the combatants against that. Or they're split into two teams, like the two main streets in the city, blue and red, which is what they're named for. How I'm gonna get out of here? I don't know. I'll go this way. It's fine. It's whatever. That wasn't the smoothest exit, but an exit nonetheless. What are you laughing at? Anyway, yeah, so that's why we have all the statues of the armed men in front of it, just to give it that look, as if they're combatants in the arena itself. And then, of course, there's my house, which is overlooking the entire thing. Now, this is in no way anywhere near being done, but I thought I'd show you guys. Oh, in a second. I like to keep all the utilities sort of stashed away, so all the generators are tucked into this building, and also even this room. That's why the wire is clipping through the door. But yeah, I keep everything tucked away, and even our water pumps are located outside of the gates, because I just like keeping that stuff tucked away. Also, this is going to be an area for, you know, shop for the robot. This is going to have a robot workbench and just be an area to fix your robots. Have to create some sort of signage on the outside just to keep it consistent with all the other stuff. But yeah, that's that building, and this is, of course, my house. Let's get all the way up here. I like to keep it open on one side so that I can overlook the entire city. At night, it's pretty cool to see all the lights glowing and stuff. Even though the draw distance kind of sucks, it doesn't render everything. As you can see, some stuff is missing over there, but it's not too bad. And at night, you still get the effect from the light, so that's pretty cool. Up here is my second floor, which I'll probably use as an armory or just some sort of living space, whereas the first floor will be more of a lounge area. And then this is my workshop, where I have a couple of benches here for everything I might need. I have a bunch of storage. Again, some of the more rudimentary decoration here. Nothing too crazy yet. I still got to fill it with more stuff. More base for my power armor. And then this, of course, will house my actual suits, so that I can get in one whenever I like. And then, after I've chosen my suit for the day, just get in here. After I've chosen it, then I can simply just drop and be on my merry way. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my initial tour of Starlight City. I plan to build a few other structures and of course decorate it a lot more, add a lot more detail, stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed a first look at one of my large settlements. I have 2 other city settlements that I'll be making videos on as well. And of course some live builds too to go along with that, so stay tuned for those. I hope you enjoyed that, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.